For the past 30 days, I made a significant change in my lifestyle. I took on the Japanese habit of Hayane Hayaoki, which means early sleep, early rising. In Japan, it is a deeply integral part of the culture, the day starting with the sunrise, and it's believed to boost productivity and health. For many Japanese people, the early morning is a time for personal activities, exercise, or just a quiet cup of tea before the rest of the day begins. In this video, I'll share the transformational life lessons I learned from this experience and why I think you should try it too. If you didn't see my 5 Japanese healthy habits video, go check it out here because this one is one of the ones that I mentioned. First, let's define what I mean for myself of early sleep, early rise. It meant off of devices by 10, in bed by 10:30. I might not be asleep, but I want to be in bed by 10:30. Same as my husband, wake up around 6 and naturally with no alarm. I know some of you are saying, I'm not a morning person. I kind of am. Nobody likes to wake up super early, but I do wake up naturally. Normally, it's about 7 o'clock, and I'm out the door by 7:30, depending on whether it's an office day, if it's my drop-off day, things of that nature. But usually, I am up and out by 7:30, which gives me 30 minutes. So now I get an extra hour, and let me tell you how it changed my life. Before I get there, though, let me tell you, was I successful every single day of these 30-day challenge? Absolutely not. I am not perfect. If you think I am, thank you, but I am not. And this is key to not dwell on the fact that you didn't do it, but figure out how it went wrong and find a way back on the horse. It also helped that the few times I stayed up way too late reading, that was usually the case, there is a natural consequence because I felt horrible. I felt tired. I felt draggy, not just the next day, but for like a few days. And so it's built in. We all know what we should be doing. I just had to change some things around, figure out for myself that one more chapter really doesn't mean one more chapter. Know that. Stop reading right before bed. Do it a different time where I actually time myself and I have a limit to it. And I couldn't turn off the devices by 10 o'clock either for a number of reasons, mostly because that was the time I actually got to do some of this work on my YouTube channel, on my Instagrams, all those things where I'm making videos. And so I tweaked things and I let myself get past that 10 o'clock. I figured out what that right thing was, but I was in bed by 10:30. The devices weren't off as early as I wanted, but we did it for most days, which is huge. Now, let me tell you how I felt. A spoiler alert, I felt great. I woke up early. I had this extra hour. So you might be wondering, what did I do with my extra hour? First of all, I started leisurely. That is huge because oftentimes, do you feel rushed? Do you feel overwhelmed, okay, to get all this stuff done and you're forgetting about things? But I got to start off with reflecting on my day, being able to do, I have a process that I go through of what I want to get done today, reflecting on my week and what my goals are so that I know what I want to get done that day. And so by taking that 5-10 minutes to reflect, to say, okay, what does today look like realistically and how am I going to get things done? It just sets my day in a better way. That might not be for everyone, but this is why you get to pick how you use that extra hour, extra 2 hours, whatever it might be for you. You figure out what that morning rhythm looks like. But for me, it looked like waking up leisurely, reflecting, also doing some exercises. So I want to stretch out my body, do my pelvic floor exercises that often get tossed to the side. But the big thing is, I am getting a lot of things done off of my checklist, off of the things on my reflection that I said I want to get done today right away. So, in addition to those few things I already said, I got focus time. So I probably got 30 minutes to an hour of extra focused time. And this is the best part of my day. Like I said, I'm a morning person. Maybe your brains don't turn on until that coffee, that tea, that, I don't know, some period of time. But for me, it was a really, really great time where I could sit down and whether I'm brainstorming YouTube videos, I'm updating my blog, sending out emails, whether I am recording videos, whatever it might be, it was a fantastic time of setting my tracker, my time tracker, so I could stay focused and just doing it for 30 minutes to an hour. It might also be my reflection for the week. I did that Sunday mornings where I would reflect on the week, figure out what I wanted to do for the next week, plan all of that. It was just a fantastic focused time because I didn't have the distractions of the day yet. I didn't have all these excuses of I'm tired, I'm hungry, I'm whatever. It's the beginning of the day. I just got the stuff done. Have you heard the term eat the frog? Do the important things that you need to get done right away. And the rest of the day is just so much less stressful because I'm not trying to figure out when to fit this important thing in because other things have gone sideways and the time just keeps getting pushed back. Just get it done. And sometimes it was me sitting next to my kids, and they might have been reading, and might have been reading on my own, or maybe I was getting some of my work done where I am just taking care of some admin stuff, or maybe I'm brainstorming things, whatever it might have been. We get to do it side by side. And yes, we're not interacting, but it was still fun to have this time together, separate but together. And sometimes it was one-on-one times. Sometimes we got to read together or play a game together before everybody else woke up because my kids are also early risers. I guess it's in the genes. I don't know. But it was this beautiful time of unhurried. I could sit down with my tea, just stuff that we don't normally get to do on a regular basis to feed our own souls or to just prepare ourselves for the day. So I absolutely loved that. I felt accomplished by the time that I normally wake up, that I had already done some things. I had already been able to spend some time with my kids. I could relax more in the evening because I had already gotten the stuff done. And so I wasn't frantically getting things done before my time to go to sleep, or my time to go to sleep gets pushed back if it was before, right? Because I wanted to get some things done. Am I going to keep doing it? Absolutely. Yes, I am. So let's talk about some things that you might object to. I'm coming back to the I'm not a morning person thing. That's okay. This time frame might not be for everyone. You might not be waking up at 6 a.m. Maybe you don't wake up at 7 a.m. normally. It is yours to decide. And whenever you wake up, you could just move it a little bit earlier. Would you consider that? Would you consider going to bed a little earlier? Maybe you can start with 15 minutes at a time. I don't know what works for you. I just ask that you consider it because when you have a leisurely time waking up, getting ready, figuring out what your day holds, I think it will change your life. And as you're thinking about action items, hit that subscribe button, friends. Love to have you, and I'll see you in the next video.